Okay, so what are we going to discuss in this session is credit management. Okay, so we will talk about credit management today, and tomorrow we have a project discussion. So I hope everybody has started working on the project together with the FI team. So if you are facing any issues, if there are any doubts, whatever you have completed till now, we will have the discussion tomorrow. So tomorrow it would not be the it would not be the normal session. We'll be having the consolidated session with FI and MM, and we will try to understand what is the status of the project. Wherever you are getting stuck, whatever queries, errors, we will discuss those. So,
No one is responding to our emails.
oh, is it not started
Okay, it
yet?
is for tomorrow. Yeah, see, we have tried multiple times to connect with FI team that carry on with your configuration so that we can do later on.
Uh,
But no one responded. Then me and Tushar started our configuration using the company code and the GL account which we created during the class.
okay, no, that is not a purpose here because we need to. You have to collaborate with
Yeah,
finance. So
hmm.
not happening. Do one thing. After this meeting today, I will send a mail to everyone that please coordinate. There should not be any silos, and please make sure that
Hmm.
by today, like afternoon or the evening,
Yeah, someone
complete those.
initiated.
Right.
Akshay Chauhan guy initiated, but then there was no reply. Then we thought, what to do? We
But you
started
have the
working.
groups. You created the WhatsApp group also.
No, subgroup
It
we did not create
coordinate
it.
on WhatsApp. Na? I think I provided. You already have the numbers of all the members
Yes,
that you.
yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Just push on that because that is very important. Otherwise, it will
Okay.
become the normal training. I don't want this to be the normal independent SD, and FI training. I want you to get the feel of how exactly the project is done. Okay, so these are all the things which are required in the project also. Project also you need to coordinate, and these are very common issues. You must be knowing Akshay, right? You're already working.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm currently
Common.
working on one.
Right.
Yeah.
And
So
because
because
of MM guys never responded that particular mail.
Okay,
uh,
we'll have this discussion tomorrow. Let's start with
yeah, I
topic
think
today
better.
because yeah.
Yeah, if you want to have the tomorrow's discussion productive, at least try to get in touch with all of your colleagues today, so that tomorrow at least you have some doubts, clarifications. Okay, otherwise it will be
Okay.
like it would be just like nobody's responding, we are not started, so that would be okay. Anyways,
Hmm.
so coming to the new topic, which is credit management. So, what do you think? What exactly is a credit management? What do you mean by credit management in SAP? Anyone who has
Yeah,
FD,
basically,
FD Tito.
yeah, basically, every company needs and credit for a particular time period or a particular quantity in every organization. So in SAP, we have a means characteristic that we can give credit for a particular customer for a particular time period.
right? So this credit is for customer or for the companies to take it from the outsiders. So normally this credit management, when you are talking about credit management, this is basically for customers. Okay, as you said, Tushar. So each and every customer, see, whenever you are working in the big companies, then most of the transactions are not the cash transactions. It is not like you pay the amount and then we will deliver the material. Most of the transactions are on the credit basis, which means you deliver the material to the customer, and after a few days, based on the payment terms, customer will be paying you the amount, right? So there are two important things here. You said 2 points. One, you said how much credit to be
And
given
how
to
long
customer.
it can be given?
Sorry.
How much and how long it can be given?
Exactly. Second question is how long it can be given. So how many days you want to give to the customer to pay the amount. Okay, it is same what Nagesh said, how long it should be given. Okay, so these are two important things. Number one is how much credit amount you want to give to the customer, and number two is for how many days you want to give the credit to the customer. So how many days this should be given, this is controlled by payment terms. Okay, in SAP we have the payment terms, which is common for your FI, MM, SD. Everywhere you would be using the payment terms in SAP. Okay, so if I show you in the system, if you remember in each and every sales order, whenever we are creating the sales order, system is asking one of the field as mandatory field. That is nothing but your sales order. So let me just log into the system. Okay, so if I go to any particular sales order, whatever we have created till now, so you can see in this sales order, there is a field called as payment term. This payment term defines how many days you want to give the credit to the customer. So for example, if I go with this PT, it is 30 days. Okay, so it is like 0001, which we have defined. This 0001 is payable immediately. But this one, you can see 0002. What it is saying is normal payment term is 30 days. But if a customer is able to pay within 14 days, then we will be giving additional 2% discount. Okay, so this kind of payment terms can be configured. We will talk about this payment terms also in maybe another session. But just because Tushar has initiated this discussion, it is very important for you to know where exactly you will be able to tell the system that how many days this credit to be given. So this is from where system determines that how long you want to give the credit to the customer. But when it comes to how much amount to give, okay, that is not controlled from payment term. Payment term will just tell you, okay, when the payment is expected, what would be the due date. But if I want to know how much is the amount that I am allowing this customer to give, that is controlled from credit management. So credit management functionality doesn't determines how long you want to give the credit, but it determines how much amount you want to give the credit to the customer. Okay, so for example, if I have 10 different customers, or if I have two or three different customers, let's say customer one, customer two, and customer three. Now, if I want to know how much credit I should give to the customers, can you tell me based on what you will be defining how much credit to be given to customer one, customer two, and customer three? What are the deciding factors?
So based on
How much sale? How much
quantity
sale
of a
he
particular
does in
material.
one?
Sorry, one by one. Akshay, can you go ahead?
Hello.
Yes, Akshay.
Yeah. How much sale that customer does in 1 month, according to that?
Let's assume this customer is a new customer. Okay, definitely. If a
Okay.
customer is an old customer, you can keep on updating his credit limit going forward. But the first time, let's say this customer is dealing with you for the first time. So how will you define what should be the credit amount I should give to this customer?
Mm.
Normally, there is a policy like for new customer, you will not be giving any credit as such. But otherwise, we will what we check is credibility. We'll ask for his bank details and other information. From there, we can get his background, how much investment is done, where all, what all is doing, what kind of product is doing, whether he's a production guy, how long, once he buy our product, how long it takes for him to manufacture the product and then sell. Based on that, we can decide upon. That is one factor. The another
Mm-hmm.
being bank OD details. Based on that, also you can decide another factor. Or like one other business types, we have third parties who will check the credibility of the customer and get back to us saying that this is his credibility, this is what he is having loans or whatever. Based on that, company can have their own policy and decide upon the credit management. I mean, credit
Uh,
details as such.
Right, exactly. So what happens is whenever you are working in a company, you have your own policies to identify how much credit you will be giving to the customer based on which different parameters. So one of the parameter can be, okay, this customer is dealing with us for the first time, but we will ask him for references, like from where exactly you were buying this materials earlier. So he will give you references, okay, I bought the material from this different vendors. Maybe you will check with those vendors, how is his creditability, how exactly whether he pays the amount on time or not. Is there any disputes that this customer has created, or is there any uh, written offs, bad dates against this particular customer, which means the customer has never paid for any particular. So that is one way. That is the manual way in which you will be collecting the information from different sources. Another source can be, which is a reliable source, is a, as you said, third party agency. So this is very common in the industry. If I just give you the example, if I want to apply for the home loan, okay, or maybe all of you have gone through this process, so home loan, personal loan, whatever it is. So if you want to apply for the home loan, how these companies, how these banks decides whether how much amount to be given to you as a loan. So what they do is they check your creditability, they go to the credit scores, and based on the credit score, they decide how is your behavior in the market. Okay, so that is one of the very important factor which is normally considered by most of the businesses. So what they do is they go to the credit rating agencies, they ask the credit rating agencies to provide the score. The score is based on whether you are paying your credit card bills on time or not, whether you are paying your EMIs on loans on time or not. It even includes, for the major businesses, it also includes whatever are their other credit you have taken from big companies, which is appearing in your credit statement. So whether those are being paid on time or not, right? So based on these factors, companies will decide how much credit they want to give to the customers. So what happens is, uh, it is possible even in SAP S4HANA, it is possible that the system can calculate the credit limits of the customers on its own based on different parameters. Okay, so if I show you, uh, it is actually component within SAP FSCM, within SAP FSCM, Financial Supply Chain Management. So within Financial Supply Chain Management, if I take you to the credit management component, okay, here you can be able to check. Just give me a minute. Yeah. So here, if I take you to, not this one. Yeah, you can see these formulas. This is where you can create your formulas to verify how much limit you want to give to the customer. You can see this is one of the formula: limit for B2B customers, limit for B2C customers. B2B means the other companies. B2C means the final customer, consumer. Right? So this kind of formulas exist. If I show you the formula editor, it will tell you the complete logic. Okay, this is very straightforward. Let me show you something else. So for example, if I want to see this formula, it takes in account various different parameters. Okay, someone has removed that formula. That is the reason it is not appearing here. But let me try, just for example, how the formula looks like. Yeah, you can see there are many different conditions that you can enter here. So for example, this is not only for the new customer. This is also for the existing customers. If on month basis or quarter on quarter basis, you want to review the credit limit of that customer. So based on various different parameters, for example, it is from which industry, from which country this customer is, okay, when exactly this company was founded, so how much old this company is, what is the profit and sales ratio. Okay, so if the customer is already dealing with us from last few years, we can easily identify how much profit he is giving to us based on the total sales volume that we have done. Okay, and based on all these different parameters, ultimately the system will be able to calculate the limit for you. So this particular functionality of calculating the credit limit based on the different parameters, okay, this is also possible with SAP S4HANA credit management. Okay, but I have to segregate here. I need to tell you very clearly.